Hey guys, Lemon02. I'm doing something a little different right now. I'm playing a sealed league. And this is in, what is it? Guilds of Ravnica. Ravnica Allegiance, I think it's what it's called. I'm going to keep this hand. So, do not think I had a great pool. I did have one mythic. It's the, 7 drop that blows up a land or fights a creature. Okay. And I had some okayish removal. I think my Gruul cards are probably the best. I went into black, so I'm basically a Jund deck. Looks like my opponent is just playing an always attack deck. This is a defender. Okay, gain some life. Cool. Okay, none of this works right now, but I have 2 removal spells for next turn. Be sweet if they missed a land drop. Skewer the Critics. I don't know how well it's going to work against this deck. Alright, they're playing this dude. I think I'm just going to go ahead and spend this right now to get rid of this thing. I don't think I care about... I mean, their life total eventually will be relevant, but I think I'm doing bigger things. I mean, as you can see, I have a 7 drop in my hand, so... Okay. Well, taking a beat down. Hopefully we can get this Enraged Ceratok online. Alright, a flyer. It's unfortunate. Let's look through our cards real fast. Yeah, it's probably not that. We're probably just going to go for mana efficiency here and cast out the Ceratok. I don't know how many. I don't know the removal in this set, so I'm not probably going to do the best of combat. I don't know the removal or the tricks. I know what I have in my deck, but other than that, I know I'm getting attacked by a 1/1 here. Okay, put a blocker down. Go ahead and thrash this flyer down. Then hope to hit a land next turn so we can get this Borak Clan, what is it, Crusher down? Yeah. Okay, what does this guy do? Okay. They do sack. Okay. So this is at 5/5. Cool. But they're down to 1 card, and if we can stay alive long enough, which now it looks like we're on the block plan, we need to hit some lands here too. I think I keep on getting in there here. I mean, now I'm not going to after this turn, but I'm not going to give up 2 free damage off of that as attack as well. What's your next play? Hopefully not a big flyer. Kind of missing on lands here. We're playing a 23 land deck, so we should probably be pretty favored to hit some. Hopefully they miss a little bit here. And or I at least hit a land here next. I would like to hit a couple running lands. If I go 6 into 7, I feel pretty good about the game. Alright, Death Revels, which is a card that I'm playing too. Alright, the Flyerino. I will trade off this turn. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with my own Dead Revels because my creatures that I have in hand are just too big. I will trade my Gravelhide Goblin, though, if they opt to trade me here. They will. Well, if it's Combat Trick, I think I'm fine with that. Okay, we're just trading here. Cool. Okie doke. Wonder if they sack again. They do not. I think I am still racing at this point. Play out my 4/4, say go. I know I'm not playing around anything. I mean, if I get hit and there's a pump spell, I could just die anyways, so let's see what happens. Dope. Okay, gotta hang back here. Then next turn at a minimum, we can cast out the Ravager, right? They can give their dude indestructible, which means I will not attack this turn. Yep. Okay, blue. Well, at a minimum, this can account for some damage to my opponent. I could have gone for the Wrecking Beast, but I think I want to wait until next turn for that. I'll attack with both. They'll probably eat one of my dudes here. Yep, chump and then probably eat this guy. Nope. Okay. And go. Well, do we stave off the aggro? We'll see. Oh, they drew something here. Alrighty. Okay. Got there. Alright, cool. Alright, is active treason good in this matchup? I think I'm kind of the control in this matchup, the way that played out. Why am I not playing this? I guess I didn't notice this card in my, my packs. I'm so bad, guys. It's a lot better than this dude is. Well, actually, it may be better than this dude, too. I don't have any counter guys, do I? Yeah, I just failed to notice that card. We'll have to fix our deck then. What does this do against a 6/5? Yeah, I mean, this is better than this is, I think, in my deck. Alright, submit it. Yeah, our one good bomb is the Ravager Worm, or whatever it is, the thing that we played that blew up their land. Yeah, this hand's fine. I know I'm going to be the slow deck. I'm going to take the beat down in the early game. One drop again. Yep. Okay, go. They may just have a kill spell instantly for this thing, which kind of sucks because I don't have a very, I don't have more blockers. I'm going to play this out this turn. I'm just going to hang back here. I'll at least get some action on my card. Hope to draw an untapped green source. But at least they lost a bunch of life there, and we got a threat out of the way. Lifelink 3/1. Okay. Oh, I just really whiffed. Alright, so, yep, should have been reading my lands. I wanted to play the Rakdos Guildgate this turn, but I'm going to use my mana at least. I mean, beyond the mistake, I'm going to try to make up for it to some extent. Okay. I want to leave up the Stony Strength, I think. Yeah, there we go. This thing's holding them back. It is unfortunately a 1/3. Well, free attack off the Plague White. Yeah. So, might as well. The other thing I can do is save up the Scorch Mark and the Rakdos, what is this, Fire Demon, Fire Wheeler, for one turn. I could have cast the Fire Wheeler out this turn, and maybe it made sense to, but I kind of want to get the Twilight Panther off the board before I end up doing that, because it is going to be an issue. I'm just going to Scorch Mark this now. Okay, I'll take one. Okay. Well. Okay. This does not give reach, does it? Okay. Probably in some trouble here. That was bad on my part. Hey, I forgot about my card's ability. I could have gotten him down to 10. Okie doke, take 5 in the air. Alrighty, I assume they attack with all. Yep. Nope. I am going to keep that. I think we attack all here. Are they just dead? That is 7. Okay. And then burn. Alrighty. It was a pretty. I think that was kind of an odd play. I think you probably wanted to block a little more, but I don't know. I don't know. Got a little lucky. Oh wait. No. Oh shit. Yeah, I wanted to reconstruct my deck to put in my my hard removal spell, which I am not playing currently for some odd reason or another. Sand keepable. No, it's not very good, but I think we do mulligan this one, especially on the draw. I'm gonna mull this one, and yeah, this is a keeper. Wow. No, I already have a big thing. I'm gonna bottom that, unfortunately. All right. Well, at least no more like turn 1 drop. Go. All right, land and go. I've got a 2-drop now. This deck's kind of bizarre. I mean, I guess it's sealed deck. It's all like shades of mid range, right? Turn 2 play. Nope. Well, I'd really like to play that out, but I think for now what we have to do is lead off on this and get this gentleman down. He's certainly good against spirit tokens. Gonna play this gentleman out and say go. This card is pretty sweet. Makes 2 Lingering Souls after it dies. Pretty cool card. Alright, so it's Zorius. So, if we attack with all... I think I'm just going to skewer this thing now. They can double block if they'd like. Or just single block, okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. I am willing to trade this Plague Wind, whatever it is, white, for that card. My guess would be I'm not trading right now, though. Or we are not trading. Alright, we'll play out this guy. Play out this little dude right here. And then, I mean, lands aren't bad at this point. This guy can be double pumped, right? Yeah, he can. Just not a single time use thing per turn. Alright, all the spirits are coming in. Yep. Alright, what does this card do? Okay, that's pretty good. Yep, get in there, buddy. Okay. I will trade you. Okay. This big dude, probably give him haste. They can block with the Senate course or courier on my Plague White, but that does nothing. They can double block it and kill the Plague White, but take 6 to face. Yep. All right, so just basically, we just trade a blow here, a big old body blow. That's 4 in the air plus 2 on ground. So I can take 6 and see what happens if they try to go that route. My guess would be they have to block somehow. All right, Orzhov Locket doesn't really bother me. I don't think, unless they have a good removal spell for my massive dude. And I have double pump on Gravelhide Goblin next turn. Yeah, I think I have to block here, actually. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. So dead on the crackback if they block nothing, right? But this is lethal, so things must be blocked and stuff. They could just block the courser, but then they die too. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. If they want to gamble that I did not pick up a pump spell, then they can do that. I think that's a risky line of play. I think they probably are obliged to block with the 10th district, though. Okay. They just don't give a shit. Okay. Well, we know more about our opponent now. I think they were obliged to block there, to be honest. At a minimum with the 10th district, because they want to trade a resource. But, like, dying to any pump spell seems really bad to me. So we know that they have a Planeswalker now, which is interesting. I didn't like this guy before, I don't think. Which is interesting. I don't know how good that Planeswalker is in Limited. It exiles stuff from graveyards and gains you life. It's a creature card that gains you life. And then it can basically blink low mana cost dudes. This hand's keepable, but like right on the verge of keepable. Yeah, I'm going to keep this actually, though. I mean, it can cast almost all of its spells. It is going to need green mana at some point in time. But I think you lose more games pitching this kind of hand back. There are liabilities with it, don't get me wrong. Well, and we just can luck sack out of it, right? Alright, this dude, go. I don't think Manitize them. Well, they're probably reading the card. Yes, I don't think Manitize in this format. And what do we got? Nothing. Cast my spell at main one like a boss. No removal? Okay. And now, I mean, we got lucky and drew the forest, right? Now we should be able to kind of protect. Like, just play aggro control, essentially. Like, just kill their stuff they play. And Scorch Marks would be good against their Afterlife dudes. Like, which I assume they're casting here. Alright, well, they're just going to make it expensive to cast things and stuff. I will thrash this thing down. Yep. Alrighty. Get in there, guys. Forgot we had the carrying imps, which is actually kind of nice. Okay. I'm just going to beat them down with my rare, I think, here. I think it makes sense. See what they do, though. I mean, maybe we have to do something different next turn, but right now they're not really showing me a solution to my rare, and beating me down for 2 a turn is not a ton. I don't think they have the tempo advantage to be able to pay 2 to give this thing vigilance to attack for 1. Okay. Alright, get scorch marked here. Okay. This thing. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Another 1/4. Going to face right now. And telling him, hey, play a creature next turn or die, probably. I mean, they have 3 cards in hand, so it's a little risky, but I have a second one in deck, and I'm not going to be able to give this thing Menace if I want to cast that next turn. Let me just make sure that is correct. Yeah, that's correct. So, I guess I could post-combat. Maybe I should have. And I have the combat trick, which also shores up the decision. So you're 1 blocker short, right? And I have a combat trick. Alright, they're just taking it. Alright, on to the next game. So they have a bunch of stuff that protects them from removal, right? This card's interesting. I should have looked at this card pool a lot harder. This card's really interesting against them. I mean, it works actively pretty well against some of the cards I've got, but it also just annihilates all of their dudes that give them value, right, when they die. What does this do? Maybe Blade Juggler is better than I'm giving it credit for. Like, this does annihilate their flyers, right? Kills this. Kills everything down here, right? Yeah. Doesn't kill that. Maybe this is worth considering as an option, right? I have, what, 6 ways to fix for it? I mean, what would I cut for it? Probably something in my 3 realm that dies to it. Probably like this. I mean, we could do this, right? I think I'm going to try it out. I'm on the draw this game, so I mean, a Wrath may be better. And it looked like it was pretty decent. I mean, they had some 2/3s and stuff like that, but it's the Spirit tokens that I think I'm interested in getting. This hand's got to be pitched back. I mean, it's got a lot of power in the long game, but it has no mana, so it's a mull. Alright, this hand's a keep. I think we very easily bottom that and say go. The interesting thing is, do we lead off on Swamp next turn? I think we'd probably still wait and just go for the Crown Siratok. Alright, well, we definitely do not want to just be hitting lands right now, but there's not much you can do, right? You bottom one and hope for the best on a 6. Okay, yep. Nothing I can hit with that right now. If they play their Planeswalker, the game probably irrevocably ends, right? They're just going to pump this thing. Okay. Alright, we'll play on our Siratok here, which cannot be blocked by the Senate Courier. Alright, they have a kill spell for him. Nope, a Fairy Duelist. Okay, well, that's a bunch of flyers. That is something we can blow up with the Skewer of the Critics. They get in there for 2. Cool. Okay. That's very powerful. Yeah, that's an Ancestral Recall. I mean, for 5 mana. It's Jace's Ingenuity with Scry 3, which is very strong. Especially in Sealed Pool. So they're back up to 6 cards. I'm not liking my odds here, guys. I think I'm in some trouble. At a minimum, we're getting a free attack in here. I think what I like doing this turn is just playing the Plague right out. Savage smashing this thing out of the skies because they're tapped out. We know they at least have 2 cards that stop this. So I'd rather just get the free damage in now on the attack and put some pressure on them. Now, if they like kill my board, I mean, I do have the Dead Revels to get some stuff back if that's a thing that happens, but I also still have Skewer the Critics, but I'm down to 3 cards to their 7, and yeah, it's not good. It's not very good. It just depends on the quality of their draw. They've seen 4 additional cards now from when they last had their hand that only played these couple things. Alright. Okay, that card's not too spooky. And actually, I still don't have a great blocker for my guys. Okay, take 1. I'm going to try this. It's probably going to get stopped. That's fine. It eats up a card out of their hand. I know they have 2 of those cards. Yeah, here we go. Yep. And they still do not have a great block here. So I'm going to get 4 in there, which is nice. Okay, so I have an opportunity to play these until my next turn, right? So let's see what we get. Alright. 2 pretty unimpressive cards. But they're not on top of my deck anymore. Yep, getting it for 4. Cool. Alright. Sure. Well, we're probably running into a flash creature here. Drawing a land there was pretty savage if you weren't aware, too. That's rough. Okay. Well, hoping for the best here, guys. I think we're in some trouble, though. A lot of cards off of that precognitive perception. What a weird name for a card, too. Okay, take 4. Well, this is how you lose games of limited, right? Flood and Screw. This is a horrendous flood. We drew 2 off of light up a stage, saw 2 lands, then drew 2 more lands. And drew 2 lands in the early game after keeping a pretty, I'd say, decent opener. But yeah, what can you do? The other thing is too. I mean, if they have counter magic, we just lose the game, right? But if they have like interaction for the board, they probably do because they're not doing anything. So I mean, they're probably just going to win here. But if we draw into like one of our big riot threats, we could just win in one big hit. Take 4. This is half my life total, so I'm Dobbs next turn, right? So I'm on a 2-turn clock. They are unfortunately on a 3-turn clock due to the Slime Bind. Okay. Yep, that's just lethal. Unfortunate. Yeah, just, oh, that would have done numbers too, right? That would have won me the game. But yeah, I didn't have another turn to draw to it. I was just dead. That would have been really strong here, actually. It would have killed the whole board. And then get to the point for follow-up. Yeah, very unfortunate. But yeah, we just didn't hit anything worth a damn, unfortunately, there. I think we played as well as we could. Maybe we could have played it better. I don't know. I don't know this card pool that well, so I mean, there's definitely going to be mistakes made. But yeah, I think we just got unlucky in that last game. Just flooded pretty horribly. I think any game where you hit 5 lands in a row in the mid to late game, you're probably going to end up losing it. And that's just a thing that can happen in Moto sometimes, or just MTG in general. Although, I do think we actually were in not a horrendous position to win that, despite the precognitive, the precognitive, whatever that thing is, the Jace Ingenuity with Scry 3 on the main phase. Because it felt like they were actually a little low on gas. Now, that could have meant they also had like a counter spell, because I know there are some counter spells, like the ones that counter creatures for like 2 mana in the format, which would have meant that any creature draw we had was probably just, drawn to dead after they'd answered our 4/4. Oh, shit. Let's fix this real fast. So let's edit deck. I don't think I'm going to put in the, I'm going to take this guy out. Still have 14 creatures. Put this in. I don't think I want to run the Infest effect main deck. I think I can sideboard into Infest, which is actually pretty powerful against the spirit making capability on a lot of the cards. Was it Afterlife, I think is what it's called. Yeah, this is certainly not the sort of hand you pitch back. I mean, it's fine for a sealed hand, I think. It's got some value in Dead Revels. Maybe I'm crazy for playing this, but I think it is decent. I mean, it just depends on how grindy the format is. And right now, it seems decently grindy. I mean, I had it in my last hand, and it was just garbage. It would have been better as a threat, but I also had kind of a weird draw where I just didn't hit threats. And my deck has, it's half threats, right? I mean, it's, well, not half. It's 14 threats. I guess some of the burn is threats, too, but... Okay, playing against another white deck. Maybe I don't know something in white's just like the best color to be in. I've only seen... the last deck was a multicolor deck, yeah. They were splashing the Planeswalker. Okay, Vigilance, Afterlife 1, okay. My guess would be they don't block here. That's okay. It gives me an option to play out the Noxious Groidian. Nope, they decide to block here. Okay. Cool, you got it. I want to set up my Dead Revels, and I also think that I want to get value off my Carrion Imp. Cool. Now, I don't think I'm going to waste the Gravelhide Goblin yet. I'm going to wait on him. They may or may not have a kill spell for Carrion Imp. It is kind of crimping their air game right now. Now let's see what they do. Okay. And take my 2-for-1 here. Yes, I could have gotten more value off killing the Minstrel of Oblivion, but I think it's okay. Alright, get in there, little buddies. I'll leave up a combat trick here. I suppose I should have attacked if I was going to leave up a combat trick, but it's alright, I think. They don't really have great attacks. I mean, they can attack with the Concordia Pegasus and the 2 spirits, and I'll just eat a spirit, or eat a removal spell, and I think that's fine as well. Well, you have a kill spell for this dude. They may. He is a low CMC dude, so I figure there's probably a lot of kill spells for guys like this. Yep. Alrighty, he's dead. Is that a rare? I've seen that card twice. Is it a rare or uncommon? Oh, it's a common. Okay. It's a cool card. Okay, lifelink 3/1. Cool. Cast this Gentleman out. Eat up the Minstrel of Oblivion. Yum, 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 yum. Territorial Boar, and go. And I can start attacking in the air next turn, I suppose. I'm going to attack with all here. It's a more aggressive line, but it'll start forcing them to use their cards. Yep. Good trade. Okay. What they don't know is I have 0 tricks. Even though there's a good possibility I do have a trick here, and they need to respect it probably to an extent. Okay. I'm going to play this gentleman out and say go. Okay. Well, no, only the battle. What do you block? Okay. Sure. I'll play out the Death White and just leave this card in my hand, this swamp in my hand. It can still attack into the Concordia Pegasus. This card's actually not horrendous in this format. It blanks a lot of the spirit-making things. It blanks this thing. It blanks this thing. There's a lot of like 1/4, 1/3s, and then like 3/1s, 1/1s. You know, like. So I think this card's actually probably better than it looks. I'm at least a little bit impressed by it. What does this do? This looks like a bomb rare. Flying. Okay, it's not really that great, but it does kind of blank my team, right? So I have to find a way to deal with it. I'm going to attack here, see what happens. I'm probably 2 for 1-ing myself. Yep. Okay. I like the fact that they blocked there a little bit better. Alrighty. Go ahead, my friend. Definitely not a bomb rare, an uncommon, but the card's still pretty good. Alright. We have a combat trick or something finally? No. Well, here comes the good news or bad news, however you want to look at it. Alrighty. Here you go, my friend. And if it's nothing, I think they're probably dead. Do I even want to show them that? Oh, I can't cast it. Never mind. Stupid. Takes up many forests. Okay. Well, that trades with something. Probably trades with the Rakdos Firewheeler. That's a pretty cool card, actually. No, it trades with a flyer. Alright, cool. Alrighty. I'm down with that. Okay. Okay. I don't know if there's a mind rot effect. I probably should stop playing my lands. I'm trying to do that to like be like I have removal in hand, but I don't. And do they attack? Nope, they do not. Sure. Just keep on taking blockers off the board, so when I do draw this forest, I can send the Ravager Worm, is that what it's called? Ravager Worm, yeah. Into the red zone with, hopefully, impunity. Alright, this guy. Okay. Alrighty. Well, ground him out. Alright, is there anything we want to change here? Do we want City or Cry of the Carnarium? Or Carnarium? Probably not. I didn't see enough to really want that. Act of Treason? No, probably not either. Goblin Gathering? It's a funny card. What's this again? Destroy target land, scry 2. Eh. I mean, I could actually play those lifelinkers in this deck. I just don't think they're that. I mean, I don't think they're that great, to be honest. 3 mana for a 3/1 that has lifelink. Like the leap between like what is it? The lifelinking 2/1 for 2 mana. God, I can't think of the name now of the card. It's like in a lot of sets, but the 2/1 lifelinking vampire for black and 1 was in the last core set they released. That card I think is playable. It's sideboardable. There's a lot of cards that are not, though. Alright, this hand's keepable, but it has some risk, right? I've got a 6-drop in hand with double green and no green in hand, plus another green spell, like 2 other green spells. I can only cast 1 card in it, but I think on the draw, this is right to keep. I mean, their deck did not appear exceedingly fast. I mean, they had some little dudes, but the Rakdos Roustabout with possibly Stony Strength, followed up by like a Rumblebelt Runner, could be good enough. And then eventually we've got, some long-term game plan. We've got a long-term game plan with the Ravager Worm. What a bland name for that card, too. Like, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, Ravager Worm. It's such a bland name. It could be any card. Any, 6/6 with Trample. It could be. Kind of a weird name. It's not very original, I guess, is what I'm getting after. Doesn't, really strike me as, adding anything to the set, flavor-wise. Like, I'm, a huge flavor critic, but I see, a mythic rare, and I assume it probably has to have a sweet name, right? This has definitely got to be... This is a mythic, right? I think this is a mythic. Yeah, he's definitely mythic. His name's just horrible. Oh, definitely cancel. I'm not doing that. I'm going to play this out and say go. Yeah, he definitely misses on mythic status for me, as far as, flavor-wise. I mean, a mythic should be flavorful, right? I feel like they should be. Alright. Well, this card can gain someone a lot of life, that's for sure. Alright, well, we drew a forest. Yeah, sure. I'll play the forest down here. I don't think there's much I can fake here. I can fake a burn spell. I can fake. They saw my burn spell last game. Alright, I put the stop there. I didn't hold... I put the stop there just to try to tell them... I'm trying to tell them a story that that I have that 2-mana burn spell that exiles things, and I was debating it. Obviously, I'm not, but I'll bluff a little bit. There's no problem getting some bluff equity, right? I'm going to play this dude now because I can use Stony Strength and cast the Rakdos Roustabout next turn. If I draw a land, I'll probably just want to play Enraged Ceratok. But this thing obviously pairs off in a blocking situation against Hero a lot better than Rakdos Roustabout, which is 3/2, or which is just a 3/2. Alright, Teysa Karlova. What do you do? This card's got to be good, right? If a creature dying causes the triggered ability of a permanent you control that... Alright, second time. Okay. Alright, so they do have a lifelinker on board, which is kind of annoying. This ability doesn't seem that great and limited, but maybe it's really good. Alright, well, there's one way to do it. So we've got to get rid of the Teysa here. Did I get him to play scared around my cards? That would be sweet. Definitely wouldn't mind drawing another green source of mana because I think the Ravager Worm can definitely change the outcome of this game. Got a lot of removal. I got like the trick and the removal in hand, which is not bad. Okay. They're gonna believe me. I showed him Stony Strength before though, so. Okay. Alright, they're going to get 2 tokens off this, which is not good for me, but what can you do? I'm just going to blow this thing up. I don't want them to get more life linkers. And, say go. I assume these two get in. They get lifelink too? Jesus Christ. God, it's bad. I should have read that card more completely. Lifelink and Vigilance. I mean, what are you going to do, though, right? Race it. Hope to draw Forest, right? Forest. Alright, close. Close. Let's see how big their cojones are. I've been telling them I have the burn spell. Yeah, they're not going to block it. Alright, cool. I got to try to get some value here. Some suicide attack value. It's not suicide attack. They can just block with the Teysa. They're not likely to because it's a pretty big blowout if I have it. And they don't have a way to interact with it. But it also lets me know some things, too. It lets me know they probably don't have a way to blow me out in combat. Or they assume I have multiple different tools I'm working with. Alright, yep, get in there, you two. Lifelink away. Alright. Now, here comes the big guy. Green, green, red, and 3, right? For the big fella. And can you stop this? Because I'm going to blow the Teysa up here. I really do not feel like getting just beat the hell up by Teysa. We have to fight here. So, there's probably some cards. I'm going to give it haste. And hope they don't have a pump spell here. They may. It looks like they do. That sucks. So they're playing solid 3-color, which is, I guess I am too. Well, we can't fight, unfortunately. Yeah, we're in a lot of trubs here, guys. Really needed that to happen. Really did need that to happen. But they haven't been doing much. They've been on 5 cards or 4 cards or whatever, so I mean it's, you know, you have to expect they probably have some interaction. I think it's pretty much in a force situation though. Like I can't just sit back and do nothing because they're going to win the game lifelinking right now. All right, they get in with all their stuff. That's 6 damage. Still not a 2-turn clock. I mean, it depends on what they cast now. It could be a 2-turn clock, I suppose. Final payment. Alright, I know only the battle. I gotta attack here, guys. Fortunately or unfortunately, I gotta just start casting stuff out and hoping it works. I don't think it's going to this game. Yep. Alright, yep, we trade for a trick. Maybe that's not what you want to see happen. Maybe it would have been nice to have Scorch. I guess, honestly, the right play was to leave Scorch Mark up, but still, like, I think at this point I'm going to need to use Scorch Mark to do my closing attack. Yep, get in there. Okay, Defender. Okay, well, it defends well. I'll leave the land in hand. I mean, there's a way I draw out of this, right? Not a very good one, but I think, sadly enough, I got to blow one of these up. Okay. I'm going to haste him. Oh, Moto appears to have frozen, guys. I'm going to go to a quick pause. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're back. The dumpster heap that is MTGO is slowly loading back up. Alright, can I push buttons yet? I'm going to give it haste. I think I need to get in there. They're probably going to block with their 1-2. Yep. And they're going to get 3 lifelinkers, right? Yeah, I don't think this is going to be very winnable, to be honest, guys. Maybe I just needed to... Oh, they have Death Touch, too. That's right. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're just dead. Let's just concede here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. They have 2 cards in hand. We're pretty much dead. Teysa is a fucking beating, so we learned something. I really want to play this card. This card does not look playable, but it probably actually isn't that bad if you can cast it. Like, it's such a beating of a card, right? I just didn't have good enough blue to play it, I didn't think. I was looking through my blue, and I was like, man, I would just be, like, totally hoping that, like, my opponent had good enough cards to take. Is there anything else I can play in this matchup? I mean, maybe we do want to run the... not this. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. That card's kind of medium. What does Catacomb Crocodile do? Which is a 3/7. That card's medium, too. Probably want Cry of the Carnarium. Just put this in over what? Not over Dead Revels. I think this matchup's going to want Dead Revels. Probably not over my big stuff either. Deathrite I think is still good. Gravelhide is medium. Maybe we cut a Territorial Boar for that and just try to control a little more. I mean, we are Jund. I mean, we do have a decent number of removal spells. We have the Savage Smash, the Rakdos Firewheeler is a removal spell in a way. Get to the point. Thrash, Scorch Mark. Plague White blanks a lot of attackers, or blanks a lot of blockers, rather. At least in the Esper Pie matchup. Every deck I've played has had like these Afterlife cards. It must really be that it's a good mechanic, or the mechanic is very strong in the format, or I just ended up facing 3 very similar decks. Not like completely similar, but pretty close. Yeah, this is a definite keeper. I mean, we're not far off from Ravager Worm. We've got a good 2, and it grows into a good, basically 5 drop. I don't really have much to do on 5 right now, do I? I have something to do on 6 and something to do on 4. Okay, go. And the fact that I have a 2 is kind of nice. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does some damage. It may get like 2 points in here or there. Alright, go ahead, my friend. Okie doke. Well, they're going to have good mana here. I'm pretty much going to burn off, I think, whatever I can burn off with the Scorch Mark on the next turn. 1, it's probably going to get something that has Afterlife. 2, I want to cast Carrion Imp, probably for little to no value. Well, then there was that thing. I'm not going to Scorch Mark that. That's a feel-bad moment. I mean, I could do it right now. God, that's so bad, right? You know what, F it. I'm going to see what they do. This Tesa. Nope, a Sentinel Griffin. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're going to just take 1 here. Yeah, they don't want to get their guy eaten. I don't really want to eat their guy either. I would rather actually play the Ceratok out, but I'll eat it if they give me the option to eat it. Yep. Just slam a big thing. Okay. Eat their dude. This is a big tempo swing. Humongous, really. Yeah, no, I mean, this card just does not feel mythic. It feels good. I mean, it's a good card. It's a little pricey. I mean, it's more of a good limited card, but I don't think this is going to see much play in Constructed. I mean, if it was like 2 less mana, maybe. What does this guy do? Okay, they're going to sacrifice it and put some more counters on some stuff and some things. Cool. Okay. Okay. You have a kill spell. It appears you have something. Okay. Alrighty. Get in there, gents. Okay. Alright, pump spell. Cool. Well, let's see what happens here. Okay. I mean, maybe they're going to try to race. I don't know. They're not going to try to race. Maybe I guess this card doesn't really fight this thing, so maybe they are going to try to race me with a 2-1. Okay, get in there, buddy. I'm going to hold the land in hand now. Okay, it's a good one. Well, it's only scry one. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Yeah, there's not a lot of discard in this set, so I think you're fine just to play your hand short, other than like giving away hidden information. I really just want to get the 2 in so I can skewer the critics in his face and hopefully go 2-1 in this league, but we'll see. They've been drawing bad this game. I feel for them. They have not had a good draw this game. Or maybe their deck is more controlling than mine is and just has tons and tons of removal. I'm going to try to go for it here. Oh, yep. He only knows the battle. Try to go for it here. Yep. I only need to cast it for 1, but I don't have anything else to cast, so do you have a way to gain life? Alrighty, guys. Well, so... Wait, how many do we play? How many games is this? I should have checked. It's best of 3? So wait. Oh, there's 5 games in stage 1. Okay. Alright, I should have read that. It says best of... Alright, got it. Got it. Well, maybe we can do better than what we've done so far. And I keep on forgetting to edit my deck. Keep on forgetting to do that, so that I have that bad 5 drop out, the 4/4/5 drop, and put in the removal spell. I'll remember one of these days. Okie doke. Yeah. This hand's on the verge, but I'm going to keep it. It really just depends on what we're playing. Hopefully it's not more tokens decks. Alright. Go. You know, this hand's not exceptional, but I mean, it's got some long game potential. It's got removal. It's got a big dude. Playing its blue. Don't need to show my second color yet, so I'm just going to play Rakdos lands. Although the jig's probably up because I'm not playing aggressive little creatures. A bunch of big dudes in hand, though. Alright, now we... Oh, not you, buddy. Not you. You. Go. Alright, adapt to... That puts counters on something, doesn't it? Yeah, it makes it a 5/5. That's abusive as fuck. Alright. Well, I got something for you, buddy. Yes, I can wait and do this. Bottom it. I don't want 2/1s right now. I want real battlers. I want mana, actually, so I can put my real battlers out there. Well, that is mana. I know there is a green 1-mana trick, so I'll play this. They can counter it if they like. Not really a great card. It's going to get their Skittering Eel, though. Or Skitter Eel. Yep, I'll take the life gain. No, okay. This spells you draw a card, right? That's fine. Nope, show me a counter. Haste. Big old fella here. Get in there, buddy. Start smashing them down. This guy actually feels fine to me. Like, one of these dudes feels okay. Alright. Yeah, I mean, you can bounce it. It has haste, right? Wanna play a dude? No? Alright. Well, I'm gonna run it back. You draw into a counter spell? Yeah, bounce spells seem pretty ineffective against a hasty 6/6 trampler. They drew a lot of lands that game, though. They got a little unfortunate. I didn't see a ton of creatures. Maybe I just want the dude. I mean, that can't... I think the removal is still that much better. Oh, no, I fixed my deck. Cool. I did fix my deck. Do I want the... I don't think I want the thing that just kills all the 2 power or 2 toughness things. I didn't see any 2 toughness things. I saw things that get bigger. Alright, this hand obviously has some risk, but it can cast 2 of its spells. It needs to draw black at some point before 5 and 4, but I think that's fine, especially on the draw. Well, that's pretty sweet. This card is awesome, by the way. I was looking at this card in like some. I forget where I saw this card. Like I said, I don't really study these formats, but I saw this card. I was like, oh man, that card's really great. It's a cheap 4/4 flyer, right? It does fly, right? Yeah. And it says you get to scry at the beginning of your upkeep, and you get to scry right now, which is pretty solid. Even though they mold the 6, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna lead on red here. Alright, I do want to draw a black source of mana, or any mana, probably in the next 2 turn cycles. Alright, this dude. Okay. I'm not going to let that thing live. Okay. Okay. Draw's been kind of a troll, right? Have hit lands, but exactly the wrong lands that we would need, and we're probably going to hit a Guild Gate. We have 5 of them in the deck. Alright, I gotta read this. Oh, yikes. That card's gross. That's a good one. Well, I can see by some of their card quality by how they've been winning. Alright, cool. Alright, I have to block here. Sure. Try to race. If we hit black mana next turn, we can possibly do it. Right now, we're in some trubs, though, right? Yeah, black mana would at least set us straighter. We could play the Carrion Imp out and gain a little bit of incremental life, or we could get to the point. We'll probably just get to the point. Alright, draw a card. You may... Okay. That card's kind of cool. I mean, it's Explorer, right? Yeah, it's Explorer. Okay. I'm just dead then? Not quite. Down to 1. Alright, now I'm dead. So I didn't hit my land. So we'll go ahead and concede that one. I think we had pretty good options to draw there. Yeah, we don't want to do that, I don't think. I mean, it's an advantage, but... Yeah, I think we were not disadvantaged to draw out of that, but unfortunately, sometimes you just miss. I really still want to play this card. This card just looks sick. Like, can you imagine, like, having that played against you and, like, they take, like, you know, like, near the end game and they take, like, 2 to 3 things? Like, it's just a game backbreaking. Like, even though it costs a bazillion, like, for 2 things, it's literally what? It's 2, 2, 4, plus 4, it's 8 mana. That's still very powerful. I mean, it's the same price as, like, two control magics. I'm going to mull this, guys. Wow, looks like this is how it's going to be. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you just get shuffler fucked, right? Fuck, man. Alright, I gotta keep this. I'm gonna top him. I don't really want to top him, but I think I have to. The good news is, I mean, we could possibly light up the stage, and, you know, we do have an attacker. We can light up the stage and possibly find our land drops. I mean, the bad news is if we, like, hit... what does this do? Search for a basic... Okay. Light up the stage should... If we don't hit a land next turn, I definitely will cast it. Well. Yep. That's shuffler, guys, right? Got to go to 5 to get lands and then cast a draw 2 essentially and miss on lands. They did too, though. Wow. Alright. Pretty fucking savage. I'm not going to complain too much. That's just, it's pretty miserable when that happens, right? Feels like it happens more often on Moto than it does in real life. But I know that's not true. That's just me talking shit, but... What does this guy do? Okay. It's an Ophidian. Okay. Come on, deck. Give me lands. My opponent's hitting lands. Let's make a game of this. They kept a greedy one. I mean, I kept a five card hand, so, I mean, what am I going to do, right? Alright. Making a big dude. Cool. Okay, I'll take 5. Let's see if we can get a block here. Oh, damage isn't showing right now. It's a visual error. Alright, yep, go. Okay, spider. Okay. Alrighty, I think we do remove that because it's not a defender, right? It's an attacker. It can attack. I should probably check that. Is it a defender? No, it can definitely attack, and that adapt 3 is pretty powerful. It's a metric crap ton of mana. What does their hand consist of? I mean, they kept a land light hand unless they just failed to play one on a turn. Okay, Regenesis. Alright, that gives me the entire turn, right? So, quick math. This is 4 plus 2, 5, 3, 7. What do they pick back up? I have to recheck these cards. Show game log. Get shot in the face, buddy. Because I think I have to dead Revels next turn. I mean, I'm going to have to attack and then eventually dead Revels to get the last 2 in off the Rakdos Firewheeler. Yep. Alright. Get crunched down to 1. And are you dead? To play out 2 blockers and or kill a dude and play on another blocker. Okay. Oh, I can't cast this, can I? Show it to me. Okay. They had it. Play on your Mammoth Spider, yep. Okay. Sure. Well, can you gain 2 life? Nope. Alright, cool. Alright, so I guess we go to our last round here. And, yeah, I guess we're doing... I mean, I didn't study this format at all, and I feel like we're doing okay for not having studied it. I guarantee you, if you are an aficionado of the format, or you've played a ton of it already, or you've studied the hell out of it, you're probably watching me play and how I built with my sealed pool and thinking that I'm an idiot. I can tell you I'm an idiot on the build, because the build I just did really rapidly. I really want to play this mass manipulation. It's one of those cards that you can tell looking at it's probably not good enough, but like you want to play it. I don't know. Other than like leaving the get to the point out or get the point out, I feel like we did okay. This card's actually pretty good, but maybe you can play 4-color. My guild gates supported this color pie as well as my actual playable count. So I think we built a decent deck. It's kind of weird to me. This format feels almost more like a core set. The cards are, I don't know. Yeah, it's a keeper on the draw, especially. A green deck. This is a first. All right, they're gonna tutor for a land here, or a gate, as it were. Is that card a rare, or is it a common? It's common. That feels like a common. I just want to check. I wasn't sure. All right, go ahead. Get in there, Territorial Boar. Probably my worst creature card, but it does give me a little bit of a curve. I do kind of appreciate having something of a curve here. Alright, what is this? Riot Trample. Alright. Well, that's a pretty good one. That's a rare too, right? Yeah, so I can't feel too bad. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, man, that thing's really good. Why don't I have one of those? That's a rare. Yep, can't block it. I can, but it would not end well for me. Okay. Oh god, I'm horrible at tapping. Green, yep. Get in there, little buddy. Gotta do some work back. And actually, this hand's not bad for like trying to abate this pretty... I don't know if it's a bomb rare, but it's a very good card. I mean, it looks constructed playable. This card does. Just looking at the abilities on it. I mean, having to remove things on your turn is generally a lot worse. Okay, I'm going to take this turn. Part of me wants to like get the value of carrying it, but I think I'm going to need to in this game. Oh, that's pretty miserable. I'll just card a swamp here. That was a big game right there. That was a big game right there, I think. So we get to get the imp down now. We got a flyer on board. Yep, and we get to gain some life. Pretty big game there, I think. I like where that went. I mean, they still have 4 cards in hand. I don't know, but I also have this Wrecking Beast or whatever it is. What does this do? God, this opponent has some sick cards, right? Oh, wow. Oh, oh. Alright, well. That card seems good. Alright, you go. They're going to get to play some cards off the top of their deck. I just got to hope they don't have good removal, right? They just have shitty creatures. Because I have this big trampling beast for next turn. And hopefully we can just, kill them outright. I mean, they may be at a point where they need to start considering blocking. Yep, get in there with your stuff and your things. And it's trample. They don't want to attack with the hack beast or whatever that thing's called. Or the Hackrobat. Hackrobat. What a name. Alright, what does this thing do? Puts land on top, I think. Okay. Put on top your library. Ugh. I guess at a minimum, like, this allows you to do what? Exile the top card, okay. And they can play with it. What does this do? Okay. This thing's just filler level, okay. See if we can send some of this refuse to the bin, and then maybe get some value off carrying it next turn. Yep. Oh, wow. They're under and over it, I guess. Sweet. I guess they don't have auto removal. Their card pool looks sick, so maybe their removal is just really bad. We definitely want this card. Yeah, maybe they just didn't get hooked up on removal. Maybe that's where their deck's weak. Like, if I'm going to play that, Plague Right, God, the cards... we probably cut the right. I mean, I don't want to cut right, though. I want to trade him, right? I like the Noxious Groidian. It just trades with stuff. So I think they're going to be more aggro than I am. I'm going to still play this, because... Lord knows this thing has not done work for me, though. It's just, it gave me lands when I was flooded, and then boned me, giving me all the spells and no lands the time I was screwed. If you go figure, right? It's just funny. Like, I don't care that much. I just think it's hilarious. It's how the game works sometimes, but it's funny when it happens like that. You're just like, oh, I put this card in my deck to avoid variance, and I just got totally owned by it. This guy's okay-ish. I mean, I think he's still fine for the matchup. I mean, he only knows the battle, but maybe he's bad. Dead Revels is kind of slow, right? Yeah, I'm going to cut Dead Revels for now. I don't know if this is going to be as much about value or more about just, trying to control. Yeah, this hand has got to be a keep. It's a little slow on the mana development, but it's got a card advantage card at the top end. It's got removal. It's got this guy to gain life. Yeah. I don't think you can say no to this hand. I mean, you could say no to it, but I think you'd be wrong. Sure. Go. Yeah, I lose the ability to cast this at instant speed, the Scourge Mark, but I don't really have much going on in the following turn. I can use Skewer the Critics if I need to on my next turn to stay alive. And actually, skewering their first threat's probably better than Scourge Marking it, even though it's more damage to something. I think... Yeah, I'm just going to hang out then, I suppose. Now I can Scourge whatever I want to Scourge. Because I think I want to get the Carrion Imp down. I'd probably just cast the Carrion Imp if they don't do anything. I don't think it makes sense to do nothing. Positive Harmony, how does this work? That card's really powerful, too. Wow. That's a cool card. You know what I think I like here, guys? I think I like just skewering this thing, just killing it outright. Play a land and saying go. Because here's the thing we can do. We can play the Carrying Him out next turn, and then leave up the Stony Strength to, one, get a bigger flyer and protect it from removal. And, yeah, I think I like that. We get some life this way, you know. And we have a little bit of protection for it. It's probably the highest value play. And if they just play like a big dude, we can possibly like blow them out with the Ravager Worm. Alright, well, if they're doing nothing, I don't know what's going on, because their deck appeared very, very aggressive last game. I'm just going to attack here and play out my 3-3. I don't think you play Ravager Worm out until you can get value off it. I think in Sealed, you're really trying to fight for card advantage. And I think now this is just past experience. I don't know shit about this format, guys. I'm not going to be the first to. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I do. Like, I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm probably going to. It feels like I'm going 4-1. Is what it feels like. You know, I have drafted enough to know solid techniques for drafting, but this format I don't have a clue. Right now, what it feels like is they're just flooded the f out, or they're off black. Yeah, they're cut off black. They kept a greedy hand and just got boned, is what happened. That said, I mean, is it worth it just to, like, toss out the Ravager Worm and just start going to town on face? No, I think you still wait. Because once they hit it, they're going to tap down for something. Then we can Ravager Worm them or Scorch Mark it. I mean, this is lucky for me. I mean, I had to stop and think about what the hell is going on here for a second. They're just screwed off of color is what happened. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, you know, we did pretty well. I guess we got a qualifier point, too, for this. Got some more packs. Actually, this paid for itself, so cool. You know, we made a little bit of made a few player points on this. Got some packs. Got a QP. Went 4-1. Like I said, I have not studied this format. I'm kind of curious to go back and study it now. The format is actually pretty fun, and I hope you guys just enjoyed this rando draft that I opted to do before heading into work today. I had fun doing it. The format seems pretty sweet. I definitely thought my Jund deck was pretty cool. You know, I don't know why I faced all flyers, like all the afterlife tokens, the lingering souls, what I'll call them. You know, the spectral procession tokens in the first 3 matches, but we got some variety in the last 2 there. Got a little lucky in that last game though. They just got mana screwed, and they were just, you know, that's one of those situations where if you get screwed long enough, like, and the onboard tempo advantage is high enough, you're probably going to lose. You have to tell me what you thought on my play there. I think I could have gone for 2 lines there. I could have taken the more greedy line and just like ended the game more quickly so they couldn't draw out of it with the worm. But I feel like if I do that and they do have like some bomb removal spells, they just don't want to spend on 2/3s and whatever I have, like the crappy creatures I was playing right there, then I tend to lose more games. I'd rather force them to use their good removal if they have good white removal. And like I said, I don't know the white removal. I don't know the removal in the format. I know the removal I saw over the course of the game. Now, I do know one piece of it said destroy. It was like a 3 or 4 mana one, said destroy target creature with 4 power or greater, 4 toughness or greater. Maybe it was less then, but anyway, like I felt like there were more blowout situations for me, especially that low on cards, where it was worth it to keep the card advantage card that could still pretty much put them in the same level of clock, but also eat one of their cards and still get its damage. And while they were tapped down lower and couldn't do much about it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. It was successful. It was a 4-1 result. And maybe I'll go and study this format a little more because like I said, this is the first time I've drafted it. First time I've really looked at it heavily. I've seen some of the cards that I want to play in Highlander, but other than that, haven't looked at it. All right, guys, enjoy and take care now.